Hey, Pearl, how are you today? Hey, and here's Minnie. Look at the pretty flowers I just planted. What? Oh, you're right. I almost forgot. Another day of soul care.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Soulcare on Thursday, Intensive Soul Care. Welcome back, and welcome back to me, too. I've been out traveling and doing family things back east, and really busy time. So I'm happy to be able to be back here with you live and share what's going on and talk about stuff and discuss things. So I have also learned how to do Facebook with their new formats because it just changes all the time. So my groups on there, my support groups and student groups and so forth. Hi, Meredith. How are you? Yay! Hi, Val. I'm doing very well, sweetheart. How are you doing, Val? How's England? I'll be over in England in October. So I'm doing a workshop there if you can make it. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. Nice to see you, Bonnie. And Jackie, hello. Wait for some more people to come in because everyone's getting notified right now. I'm handsome, thank you. I think I have lights on, the bright lights here, so it's my glasses get tinted. Good to see you again, Bonnie. Hi, Jules. Susan, did you see me today on my Soul Shift? I did. I'm doing a 7-module course on Soul Shift Network, and today was a demonstration I did to show the students about mediumship because it's a course about mediumship. And today I threw in because I thought it'd be very interesting and really needed for students to see how I work as a medium. So I did that. So that was fun, an hour and a half, and all different types of readings and new people and new spirit communicators, and it was great. Hey, Barbara. Hello, Roseanne. Hi, Millie. Where in Florida did you live, Millie? Just curious. Hello from Canada. Hello. Yes, Susan. Okay, yes. So you're in the class, Susan. Very good. Hello, great to see you. Thank God. Thank you. Thank God, which is you, right? God. Good afternoon. Hello, Gayleen. Very good to see you again. Palm Coast. I've never heard of that, Millie. Where at Palm Coast? I know West Palm Beach. I don't know where the Palm Coast is. I was just in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. New Zealand here. Hi, Jackie. Can you take me back with you? Can I come over there? I would, if any place in the world I'd like to move to is New Zealand. And I heard it's very hard though to go there because you have to make 4 times your amount you make a year and a lot of things. But I'm put that out to the universe to go to New Zealand. I want to live there. I think I've done the U.S. And if it goes back to Mr. Trump, I'm going to be gone. Oh, thank you, Evelyn. Appreciate that. Thank you. Am I ghosting? Sherry, what does that mean? Am I ghosting? Are you just checking things out? There we go. And our great producer, Renee, is actually in Seattle right now. And he's so committed. He's sitting in a hotel lobby showing this. So thank you, Renee. Hi, Joni. How are you doing? Looking at Panama. Oh, that's where you. Okay, looking at Panama. That's beautiful. I bet the Panama Canal. Well, it's a very auspicious time that we're having the Soul Care because yesterday, I just want to tell you this. Today's is about my new course, and yesterday was so auspicious because yesterday was a premiere of my new course, which I've been working on for over 2 years, and it's the spiritual journey meditation, and it's I recorded many meditations in an actual studio. And I actually hired a producer to do a promo, and I hired a writer to help me, and it turned out really, really great. I know that spirit was involved because it came out, the quality came out so wonderful. And I'm going to show you a little bit. And today I thought I would share with you one of the meditations from the course. I did this last night, the global meditation, if you were there. And this will be similar to that, but maybe different. I'm sure a lot of you may not have been there like yesterday. So I'm going to repeat a little bit of what I talked about yesterday. But the course is a 7-week course, and we'll get more into details in just a minute. But it really was it's a very, very different meditation course than people might be used to. It's really about working with opening up your soul self. So I'll just read you a little bit. Hi, Mary. Okay. So this is part of the course. This is the opening that I do. And I just want to read it to you. Now more than ever before, the human race is at a spiritual crossroads of spiritual evolution. We continue the way it has been and stay in the back, or we can rise out and move forward. Right? What's the purpose of being on this earth if you don't move forward? Because life is about movement and expansion and evolving. So that's it. Hold on one second, Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie, okay. Yes, I remember that, Bonnie. Your husband was great. I remember his dad, and it was such a nice connection. What a great! I love that was one of my favorite contacts all night. It was really, really wonderful. What a great husband you have. Real down to earth person. Yeah, Melissa. At the end, I'll do some questions. Okay, let me read this through. So, what is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of life? Is movement. Movement is the purpose of life. We're always moving, changing, transcending, and expanding. Um, throughout ages, philosophers, saints, and sages have offered their followers a key to heaven, which can only be found in the splendor of the inside, not the outside, on the inside. And that's a realization I had many years ago in my development as a medium, and it's continued on, and it's expanded that sense of self and empowering oneself, and not looking to the outside world to validate who we are. We have to do it from the inside out. So we have to have a connection with our soul. We have to know what the soul is, what the soul is not, and how to tune into the soul self and live a life. I often talk about live a life with heart forward. To me, heart and soul are kind of one. One of the first songs I learned to play on the piano was called Heart and Soul. Little did I know it later on, it would mean something very strong and very different. Being in our soul self is love. Love is the soul. So the ingredient is love. Yeah. So souls become in a space as we incarnate that we are these loving beings, very, very aware of ourselves as a soul and the soul self. And we kind of split away, if you will, as an extension of the main soul. We come into the incarnation, that this is like one, if we could say, one ray of your soul. So when you think of a soul, think of the soul as a star or a sun, and this is one of the rays, is this body you're inhabiting right now in this time vibration called Earth, right? The human time. It's a time here. There's no time outside this dimension. So you can be experiencing as a soul several lifetimes, other rays of your soul can be different lifetimes, galaxies, spaces, and places, all at the same time that the one ray is experiencing the human condition. So this is part of your soul, right? And the more you become a realization that, or the awareness that you are a soul living in this human experience and looking at it from a perspective of your soul, life, choices, people in your life, it takes on a whole new meaning. And that's what it's really about. So, through the many, many ages, philosophers, saints, sages have offered their followers a key to heaven, which can only be found in the splendor of the inside, our soul, which is of love. When we connect with our true self, love is the answer which we will find. It is through love that is the search for all things. But humans seem these days to tend to be rushed, in a hurry, a lot of frenetic energy. They barely even have time to breathe, yet alone. They are begging for an answer to their frenetic ways. But they only have to take a pause from their rush filled lives and stop. Take a moment to sit in the silence. When you sit in the silence, it becomes very loud because it's very real. When one explores this true aspect of themselves, there is a stirring of the soul. As I say, a stirring of the soul, and I talk in the course about how that flame is lit. That flame is lit. And by sitting in that power and becoming aware of the process, the practice, you are illuminated and that light grows. Your power grows. Your empowerment grows. It's really, really important. So when you take a moment to sit in the silence, one can explore the true aspect of themselves, the stirring of the soul, the life force, if you will. It's a life force stirring the soul flame. Once that's lit, you begin to feel the connection to Source or God. When the inner light is awakened, strengthened, and developed through various methods of meditation, then the small voice within becomes a part of your everyday dealings and choices. Human relationships also will change in your life. So it is easy yet difficult for one to become humbled, persistent, and yet preserve. But the journey is beyond what one could ever hope for as they move from their head to their hearts. They begin to truly become alive. People are looking outside of themselves for answers, yet it is the opposite. We should look inside ourselves. That art of discovery I often talk about. This is what this means. So within this course, there are tools to helping us cope with what is going on in the world outside. It is moving at such a quick speed. We need to do the opposite. We need to sit and get into that silent space of your soul. And through that, you have more illumination. And that flame illuminations illuminate the darkness. Yeah. And you're not caught as a victim. You're more empowered. And you step back as the observer. So the course has many lessons, 7 to 8 lessons, many, many videos and audio meditations that you can use everyday life. It's not your typical course. So today is all about meditation. So if you have questions on meditation, I'd love to answer them. Here is the course. So it's a spiritual journey of meditation, explore, experience, expand. And it's only $197. It's really $299, but for the premiere of it, promotional, for a month, we're doing the $197. But you have to use that code. The code is expand50. So now you want to play the promo. Every time you sit and practice, you'll discover something new, whether it's about yourself, the world we live in, and the choices that you make, and the people in your life. So be open to anything that happens and everything that happens. Through meditation and sitting in the stillness, you're going to have a new sense of awareness of who you truly are as a soul living on this earth. This is work of the heart. We're going to learn to live heart forward, and that's this. It's not work. It's beauty. It's fun. It's amusement. It's love. It's feeding your soul. This is all about you. It's your own practice. This meditation process and this practice will change your life. You are no longer living in limitations and fear. You're able to express who you truly are. You will change not only yourself, but the world. So there you go. That's the promotional that's the promo tape there. It's really, really true. And when I wrote that, it had to encompass everything that it's about. So I also wanted to thank you, Joni. Thank you. Yeah, sitting in silence is a way of rejuvenating yourselves. It certainly does. It's the only way I'm able to do the work I do, by sitting in the silence. So you can register at the JP School of Mystical Arts right there. Renee put that up the banner. And also on the chat room, that's a link, hot link. That's a hot link for the course. So I'm going to now do a meditation from this course. And this is about sitting in the silence, but sitting in the power of your being. And it's connecting. So it's one of many meditations that I do. But this is one from the course. And it's about sitting in the power, sitting in that sense of the greatness of your and vastness of your soul self. Okay. So I'm going to play a little music. And also, I'm just going to stop the camera for a second and play music. So wherever you are, you can just close your eyes. And I'm assuming you're in a chair, but if not, you're on the floor. It's fine. And just for a moment, become aware of the physical being, this vessel that holds the soul. And as you become aware of this physical vessel, the suit of the soul that carries from one point to another, send gratitude to your body, to the physical body, to each cell, each muscle, each fiber of your being. And as you send gratitude, wrap it with love. For love is the energy we are made from. It is the energy of the soul. And just set the intention now that this is a moment for yourself. You give to yourself a pause, a time to rest, a time just to be. No thoughts, just be aware of self. It's as if you close your eyes in the outside world and go into the inner world of light, the miracle of the body. Become aware now that we go into a journey right into the heart space, that lovely heart chakra, that green color, that vibration of green. And as if you're a miniature person, explore, swim into that green chakra, that heart chakra. Just swim into that and feel the vibration of the color green and explore the whole heart center. Become aware of the properties of the heart. The heart is the soul. The heart contains compassion, kindness, forgiveness, oneness, clarity of being, humility, beauty, connection. And imagine now that you are sitting in a yoga posture inside the middle of that heart space. Surrounding you, all around, is this green light as far as you can imagine, above you, below you, in front of you, either side, basking and taking in this green light, the heart light, the heart of your soul. And as you bask in this beautiful green light, feel the heart, the soul. What does your soul tell you? Listen carefully as the heart tells you, shares with you messages from your soul self. And to enhance this feeling, enhance this awareness, we use that loving God source of energy, the breath. The breath is a gift from God, for the breath sustains life. And imagine as you're sitting in this beautiful green light, there's a wave of source energy that comes from above and surrounds your entire green heart space you're in. And inhale, bring it in, surrounding your heart, emphasizing, amplifying that feeling. And now exhale out of your mouth, letting go of all that does not feed you, all that are illusions in the heart and in the mind and in the physical body. I'm breathing in another wave of beautiful light source. Feel the expansion in your heart. Goes wider and wider. Feel that loving divine source energy, that light. And exhale. And as you exhale, you let go and release so you can expand even more. Become aware now that you are sitting not only in this beautiful green heart center, but as you become aware, you sense and feel that you are in the center of a diamond. Your soul is a diamond. Your soul is a diamond. Become aware of the shapes, the prism, the color, all the colors you are sensing. Realize that these colors represent past experiences of not only this life, but other lifetimes. You've earned these colors. You've earned the clarity. You've earned the expansion. Let yourself receive now your gifts of the soul created just for you. Listen again. What does your soul tell you? And as you breathe more in the beautiful light, be aware the divine source energy surrounds you and is within you, and your soul is that divine source. And as you become aware of that, it expands and it grows. The flame is lit, and with your awareness, with your intention, with your patience, that flame grows wider and higher. Illuminosity, that love light, shines forward and all around you, and all the fields are covered with this light energy. And many who will intercept you in the human world will be mindful, conscious, feel that beautiful light, that loving light. Imagine now how you feel when someone smiles at you, when someone laughs at you. How do you feel when a little toddler or baby smile at you? The innocence, they see your light. Imagine what life would be like, always being aware of that light of soul. Let yourself be totally immersed in that light. Be one. 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 Omnipresent, nurturing energy. Divine Heavenly Parent, we ask a blessing for each one here today, and to everyone who intercepts them on their paths, that we may illuminate the path of another by demonstrating the soul's ingredients of compassion, kindness, non-judgment, understanding. The flame has been lit. Carry forward and be one with all who you share space with. And so it is. And take a deep breath and out. And you're sitting in a beautiful globe of love, that globe all around you. You slowly open up your eyes in a new space and a new awareness of being. That's from my course. There are many like that, and it's very different, and they all have an intention, and they're very down to earth, as my courses are. So thank you, Joni. You're going to get more of that in Alaska, Joni. But yeah, we'll do that. And you'll really enjoy the course, everybody. So I really hope that you'll look into taking that now, especially with the price down. It's worth, you can't really, it's priceless, really, but a little bit of this. I know, Alexandra, imagine doing that every day for 15 minutes a day, just sitting in that soul space. It'll force you to really change your perspective of the world, people in your life, the bigger picture. It really does help. When we take the time to do that work, the spirit world is always around helping us and guiding us and working with us. So as you sit in that silence, they will work with opening you up. They'll work energetically with you by removing obstacles in your path and helping you to remember the trueness of yourself, the genuine self, so you can make the right choices that's meant for your soul. So if you have the relationship with your soul and you know who you are as a soul being, your choices are so much easier. So there is the link for the school there. Good. Chrissy, oh my God. Right before you said surrounded by green, all I saw was green. Wow. And the colors I saw, incredible. Beautiful, Chrissy. And the more you do the course, the more you do the each week or each day, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. That awareness gets stronger. It builds up, it's progressive. So that's something to let you know. Nice and calming. Thank you, Seema. Thank you. Let people know about it if you could. Boy, I missed a lot, but I will rewatch it if possible. Have a good blessed. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. Thank you. You're very welcome, Millie. You're very welcome. Bring that to Palm Beach, Palm, wherever you are there. Yeah. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So, any questions you have about meditation, I'm more than happy to answer. It's okay, Penny. You can always rewatch it. It's no problem. It's for sure. There's a hot link right there. Okay. Judy, hi. You're welcome. Hi, James. Thank you for a lovely meditation. My almost twin. Remember me? We share exact same birthday. You're 2 minutes older. Oh, that's right. That's right, Judy. I'm 2 minutes older, so mind your elders, right? I met someone yesterday. There you go. Yeah. I've been researching, trying to find someone course to help me on my new journey to connect to spirit and my other half as well, without going through anyone else for that. Well, Sherry, you can do it because you're a soul. The only difference in the spirit world, there are souls outside the body. You're a soul within the body, but you always have access because all it is a skin, right? So when you sit in that quiet space, the soul's expanded and the awareness opens up. So as you're sitting there, and one of the part lesson I have is being aware of the spaces around you and those beings that come close to you, and you can feel again in a subtle way their energy, and it works really well. I have guides around me talking, and they just said to say this. I'm going to say they said to tell you it's a pure course. So that's what they tell me. It is a pure. They want me to let this. I just did 2 hours of reading, so I'm very open. So yeah, it's a very pure course. It's what your soul needs. There's nothing about it but pure love and remembrance of who you are. Really, remembrance of who you are. Melissa, hello, JVP. And if you're doing questions, yes, I have a question. Why is it that I always know what to say to people spiritually when they loved ones pass on and know what to say to them, and yet I can't even help myself after letting friends? Why is that? Well, Melissa, it could be that you don't have a relationship with your soul. So, yeah, and it might be in your head. So, intuition, you're extremely intuitive. But imagine if you empowered yourself by having a relationship with your soul self and being that stillness. Wow, would that grow? That sense of knowing yourself. Really, when you get to know your soul, you get to know who your true essence, who you are. So take the time to do that. You don't want to be a person that passes out of the physical world into the spiritual realms and say, oh, if I should only knew then what I know now, or I should have chose love instead of fear. Why didn't I take the time out to know who I am? I wrote a book on Unfinished Business years ago because of that very reason. I had so many spirits coming through and saying, if only I knew then what I know now, I would have used love instead of fear. I would have taken the time to get to know myself, who I really am, not who I think I am. So I share that with you, Melissa. Hi, Patty. Are we supposed to feel colors every time we meditate? Not necessarily. So colors is just it is just a suggestion. Even the space I bring you to are merely suggestions, right? To really help the intention of getting in tune to your soul. So colors are a vibration, right? All colors are different frequencies. So I suggest a green, but I want you to feel what that green is like. Because there are people that I know that are colorblind. They don't know what green is, but they feel the energy. They feel the frequency. So that's more important. Suggestion. Okay. Liz, love your meditation. James, will any of these be downloadable in the course? I have over, I don't know, I taped, let's see, 3 days of taping in a studio. So I'm, I think, over 20 different meditations in the course. It's pretty amazing. And they cover all different types of things. And there's a lot of expansion going into the feeling as that sense of being smaller and then going wider, because that's really who we are, right? So it's just an illusion of this body. We think this is it. We're much more than this body. This is the big toe to the soul, I always say. And the journey of discovery is really fun. Kathy, hi, Kathy. How important is the location you choose to meditate? That's a good question, Kathy. The location you choose to meditate. It should be a place that you won't be interrupted. and we can really be with yourself, not worry about phones or children or pets or partners or outside noises. If you can do that without someone, it's great. If you can't do it without any outside noises coming in, just be mindful that don't judge that you're sitting in a space where there are outside noises. That's okay. And even if you hear loud noises, I was once meditating and heard the gardener trimming trees next door. So what I did was I used that. I used that as far as meditation, in that it's that monkey mind thing. So it's that space about where you say, use that. They're going to have monkey mind, and that you'll have these random thoughts coming in when you try to get into that space. That's okay. So what you want to do in those random thoughts, or monkey mind, we call it. I talk all about this in the course. I want a lesson on it, and it's acknowledging that, but not being attached to it. Don't put an emotional connection to that. Just observe. It's like really what your goal is to be the stillness in the lake, that the stillness. You want a lake that's very placid, and any ripples that come in might be that monkey mind, but you can breathe into that. So when you have that monkey mind experience, breathe into it. Always go back to your breath. Your breath will guide you. It'll be your tuning fork. So that is a good way of doing it. So outside noises can get you deeper and deeper. So you set the intention of, when I hear any outside noises, it'll bring me further into the soul. All right. Hi, Kathleen. Any advice for monkey? There you go, in the middle of the meditation. I just gave it. There you go, sweetheart. I must be psychic. Okay. Hi, Galen. What does white butterflies mean? White butterflies. I don't know. I've seen white butterflies. Perhaps moths. um, that's the only white I've seen in moths. But whenever you see white, it's a purity. It's a symbol of purity, and it's a symbol that. And I always feel when there's emotion involved, like butterfly flying wings, you're flying with your journey in purity. That there's purity there. Bring purity to wherever you go. That's my interpretation. Lynn, I always feel grounded and centered after meditations. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. And that's what my intention is. And it's just not for me, it's for you. I mean, I'm just reminding you who you are, really. That's what my job is. Hi, Poppy. I struggle to stay on track with meditating. Thoughts are popping all the time. Sure. So, like I just said before, Poppy, using the breath. The breath helps. Go back to that breath. Ride the breath all the way down to your feet. Just ride that breath. That'll really help you. And don't get in your head so much. You don't have to think about it. You just got to be. So if you need a visual, just imagine you're part of that lake. You're a still lake, or you're looking at a still lake. Maybe you're lying down next to the still lake, and you're being part of that stillness of the lake. And every once in a while, there'll be a little ripple, but you can acknowledge that and let's let it go. Go back to the stillness. You do it with the breath, acknowledging, you're all that space, that tranquil space. And also you think, what kind of vegetables should I have tonight for dinner? Oh, wait a minute. And that's acknowledged. As I see, okay, you can say that and go on and go back to the breath. Go back to the centering. And I talk all about that in the course, monkey mind, how to stay centered. Chrissy, hi. Could you possibly use meditation for your fear? Very much so. Specifically fear of death. Very much so, Chrissy. No reason to fear death. You have no reason to, because there's no death. No death. So it's once you start getting into a space of awareness, your perceptions change. You expand those perceptions. And it helps you to realize that you're a soul eternal. There's no death of a soul, there's no ending of that soul. But when you get into the space of having the relationship with your soul, you can explore past life experiences, certain fears and phobias you might have, what limits your consciousness, what perceptions have limited you, what traumatic events have limited you. I go all through this in the course. What limits you in your perceptions and your way of being. So I cover all that. Yeah, it's a full course. I mean, I'm really, me a little bit, I guess, but I'm really fully in. I don't do half-assed things. I'm fully in. I'm from New York. I have to say that. Okay. Margaret Duff, my lovely beauty. That was beautiful, James. Have a good one with you. Thank you, Margaret. Margaret, I'll be seeing you in October, I hope. I'm going to make a trip over to Ireland for a couple of days just to see you. So, yep, someone count on that. Okay. Tomorrow, I got a beautiful sudden download while sitting in the same position based on the green light. You're a beautiful conduit for living energy. Thank you, Tamara. It's just reminding you who you are. You are love incarnate. You are all of us. We are love incarnate. And when people come at you who are angry or upset, like last week I had someone delivering a piece of furniture, and he was very upset that he couldn't wouldn't deliver it in my driveway, and he was angry. And I thought, oh, that's his stuff, you know. And it could have been they had a bad day, whatever. It's not your stuff. So I'd say don't let people visit that on you. Stop them. You say, excuse me, sorry, that doesn't work for me. Don't say those things, or because words have energy to them too. So Bonnie, is there anyone is there any one way better than another in meditate? I find for me it is easier when I'm doing something like working in my garden to let things go and open up. So Bonnie, it's fine. I mean, I meditate in the garden by watering my plants or digging and planting plants or looking at flowers. That's the form of meditation. So meditation is really a relaxed state of being. And it's in that space where you can really feel connected to your soul self. This course is designed to have that sitting in silence, because to me, my development, it was really, really important, and I'm strong enough a word, valuable, that had that relationship with my soul. And I found that I could only get in touch really with that stronger aspect of my soul by sitting in that space of silence, because the silence is very loud. Hi, Glenda. How do I calm or block out thoughts that keep me from a good meditation? Well, like I said before, you don't have to hold on to those thoughts. Just be aware that you're going to have those. Everybody has them, but you acknowledge them and you just breathe in and let it go, ride the breath down to your feet. And if you still have the thoughts, that's fine, but don't give it any energy. Don't attach yourself to those. But realize going into this space in the beginning, you will have monkey mind. That's the beginning of it, because a lot of it is a brand new journey for a lot of us. So indeed, that will happen, but it'll get softer and softer and slough off as you get into the centering. It happens, and then it's like peeling off layers of an onion. It really works that way. So it's very exciting. Jose, when I meditate, if something is pressing on my mind is active, and I allow it to run free for a bit. I feel that this is necessary for hopefully later clear sitting. Does this make sense to you? I missed the beginning of your talk. I'll rewatch. So, Josie, I'm going to read this again. When I meditate, if something is pressing on my mind is active, which means that you're overthinking, right? So your space is you're using all your energy in the head. And the idea here in meditation, in this meditation course, is to bring you from this head to the heart. So you want to feel things and bring it down to your heart. That stuff will always be out there. That stuff in your mind will be pressing later on. But for this brief period of time, whether it's 15 minutes a day, you're going to be in that space of the heart, the space of the soul. And that's where you want to be. And like I just said, at the beginning, it'll be a little difficult, maybe because you're not used to doing that. We feel like we have to be in control of things and active. We don't need to. You're in more control when you're not actively seeking it. You're not actively in the headspace, and you're in the heart space. You're more aware, you're more in control, and you're more in that's the driver's seat of what's the right choice for you and who are the right people in your life. It's the clarification. It opens things up in all areas of your life. Good. Mitzi, so happy to catch you live this time, just before I go to bed. Love listening to you. Thank you, Mitzi. Val, I find it hard to sit in silence because it is so loud to me. Yes, I find our meditations work the best for me. I have racing thoughts, so the quiet is loud for me. Good. So the racing thoughts, so just bring them down to. I would just bring them down to the grounding them, right? So it's just grounding out to Mother Earth, and one of the lessons is um, grounding and centering ourselves, connecting to Mother Earth. And there's really like I create this tube, the base of the spine, where all those thoughts can go, and you send that way, and then get back to the breath, which goes into the heart, and the heart expands. So that'll become in your mindset, and it gets easier and easier the more you do it. Thanks, Val. Hi, Patricia. James, due to lots of tragedy and loss, it's a major transformational time right now. I've always been a leader of my large family. I understand. But now at 65, I must let go a bit. I understand. It's difficult, but I'm exhausted. I want to rest. Happy again. Patricia, I love you. I'm with you. I completely understand that. I'm in the same space. And, people come into your life, family, friends, season, reason, lifetime. And there'll be times with the family, you've done all you can do. Can't do anymore. you got to do the kind thing to yourself. You got to rejuvenate. Same with me. I've taken care of my family for many, many years. And now that I'm turning 65, I realize that, you know what? You can't live anyone else's life for them. You just got to be the example and be kind and compassionate, but don't let anyone walk over you or talk over you. Not right. Boundaries. So it's very important. You must have Capricorn somewhere in your chart, I'm sure. Capricorn is, and wouldn't be surprised if it's a rising. Capricorn is all about karma. And many times we come back with karma with family. And our biggest lessons we learn in life are family. Kathleen, oh my God, yes. When I am able to truly let go, the meditation is so much more clear and expansive. It's very true, Kathleen. So Gail Thompson is a good one. Hi, Jim. Why do I feel like my abilities are getting stronger? Can you explain that? Just wondering. Well, because you're activating it. When you're sitting in that space, you're actually opening that up and you're expanding that awareness, that part of yourself. So you become more sensitized, more intuitive. It's your soul self. You're using the aspects of your soul. And that's why. And again, the more you do this, the better it gets. So there it is right there. The spiritual journey meditation, explore, experience, expand. And then 197. And that's the link there. And the hot link is on the in the chat room. So a beautiful, soulful day to you guys. And I'd be very curious to see what happens the rest of the day now that you've set in that space, how your day goes. So we'll see you next time. We'll see you on Monday on both sides now and beyond. And until then, have a great 4th of July weekend here in the U.S. So whatever you do, enjoy yourself and bring love to everybody. Just shine your beautiful diamond.